Spoilers for the new Master of Evil novel. We know what happens to a very specific clone trooper after the events of Revenge of the Sith. This clone trooper is designated CC-1119, or better known as Clone Commander Appo. He has a couple appearances in the Umbara arc in Star Wars The Clone Wars, and he says this line in Revenge of the Sith.
Don't worry, the situation is under control. I'm sorry, sir. It's time for you to leave.
The last time we see Clone Commander Appo is in that same scene in Revenge of the Sith, but a minute later, he gets struck down by Jedi Padawan Zet Jukasa, played by George Lucas' son. Turns out, in the new Master of Evil novel, he manages to survive this encounter, but unfortunately, he loses his leg. In that same scene, where you see Zet Jukasa cutting down the clone troopers, you can see one of them losing a leg. That was Clone Commander Appo. In the book, there's a couple of chapters that focus on Commander Appo's perspective during Darth Vader's personal mission. There is a special moment in the book where he's trying to repair his leg after a slight mishap during the mission. Out of nowhere, Vader arrives, and instead of mistreating the clone, Vader asks him what his condition is, and then comes to his aid. And this shocks Appo so much, he decides to have a one-on-one with Darth Vader. And Vader listens. Commander Appo starts talking about his perspective during the raid of the Jedi Temple. And then he started remembering how he was fighting with General Anakin Skywalker. But in that moment where he's with Vader, he feels like Skywalker is there with him. At the end of the novel, Commander Appo continues to serve Lord Vader and commanding the Shadow Platoon. But overall, in the end, I really enjoyed reading this book, and I recommend you guys reading this. As of right now, this is one of my favorite Star Wars books so far.